Right now, it is time to bring in Ruth Epstein from the Republican-American. Of course, Ruth covers our area, and we speak to Ruth 99.9% of the time on a Monday morning. Good morning, Ruth.
Good morning, guys. A little chilly?
Oh,
It was
ridiculous.
It was cold. To have a hard freeze.
Did you have a hard freeze or just
God,
frost?
No, it was ice. There was whenever you actually have ice formed, that's no longer frost. That's considered a hard freeze. And there was ice this morning.
Well, the good news is that northern Litchfield County hadn't started its growing season.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, some people did. Well, anyways, let us
Anyway, that's not going to stop us from getting out there and getting the news.
Busy week, Ruth. Busy week.
A busy, crazy week, even though it's the
Last week.
combo last week, first week.
Yeah.
But lots going on, starting tonight in Canaan with budget hearing. Budgets, and more budgets. But it's been very interesting seeing the turnout. People, I don't know whether they're happy with what's happening or not interested, but nobody was at the Salisbury board hearing the other night except for board members, not a soul, and the education people. And there were only about 10 people in Cornwall on Friday night to hear the budget proposals, so I don't know.
Well, you've got the Salisbury Board of Ed meets tonight at 5:30, then that budget hearing. I think it's at 7:30 tonight.
In Canaan, yes.
Yeah, that's going on.
Yeah, and then as we said, it starts midweek, the beginning of the month, so a little wonky, but we have a huge weekend, just filled with things.
No, the Kent Board of Education meets this week too, right, on Wednesday, right? I've got that on my calendar.
Could be. They may have changed its date. It could be, yeah.
And this is the meeting I really like. The Food Truck Ordinance Committee meeting in North Canaan will be Wednesday at 7 o'clock.
Yep. Yes. And then they have Food Ordinance Committee and a Blight Committee and lots of committees.
Sometimes it's the same thing.
Interesting analysis.
Now, it is a crazy weekend because we have
my gosh.
dump. We have
start
the Sharon,
with Viva la Femme.
That's on what is it, Friday or Saturday?
Friday at the VFW.
And that benefits AHA.
Correct, and it's all these women come and get pampered. It's lovely. We're also going to shoot over to the high school where what used to be called Mr. Housatonic. It was a male talent show. It's been changed this year, I understand. It's going to include women, and so it's going to be kind of interesting. But it's a hoot, and the kids get out there and do just all sorts of dances and routines and talent shows, and it's all to raise money for the Student Government Association. And if you want to really have some good belly laughs, that's where to go after Viva la Femme. On Saturday, we've got the YSB celebration. This year they are honoring Lori Belter for all her work. We have the Kentucky Derby, and this year it's over at Noble Horizons. That's the Rotary and the Exchange Club that do that, and everybody comes out with their bonnets and sips mint juleps, and that's quite an event. And again, that's for raising money for scholarships. And, of course, on Saturday is the run right in front of your...
Sharon Classic.
Right in front of your station there. Marshall, you're going to sit outside? We always...
He does.
I did an interview.
He always gets to see you.
Yes.
Did an interview with, and we talked about it, and it's the 34th one. And
is it really?
I've been here for every one of them. And I said,
God.
I was actually 32 when they started.
Unbelievable.
My son ran in the not quite a mile run back
then, and here you are. And
he's married, he's got 2 kids. I mean,
and we're not running, we're watching.
We're watching.
Yes.
We're watching.
But it's a great event, and it raises money for the Child Care Center. And the green is always filled with folks, other organizations selling and their wares and making people aware of what's happening. So.
And also there's a great silent auction. Mm-hmm. There's a plant sale that the company that does that donates the proceeds over at the Sharon Daycare. Sunday on Country Food Drive, they do a breakfast and lunch booth.
Yep.
And they turn that money over as well.
So it's a big day for earning money for lots of very good organizations. So big weekend.
Yeah, you got a special town meeting in Kent also on the streetscape improvements.
Right. That's correct. Yeah. So busy time, busy weekend.
And we have to acknowledge the incredible loss that Sharon had this week.
Absolutely, with the passing of Jack Murtaugh. Just a volunteer extraordinaire. Incredible. So sorry to hear that. And the service is going to be at the calling hours are going to be at the firehouse.
At the firehouse, and then the services will be at St. Bernard's.
That's Thursday night and then Friday.
And Friday.
Two great losses. We lost Izzy Tadiello over in Canaan, one of the last survivors of Pearl Harbor, and what a fabulous legacy he left. His story was always just so touching and poignant. He died at 97 this past week. So that would put sad week for that.
Two very important residents of two different towns that really affected life in the towns.
Absolutely. The meeting last Monday with the legislators Horn and Minor was very interesting, and talking about educational issues with people and government and all those issues are coming to the fore, and it's important that they be brought out. I did not make it to the opioid event on Friday night. I hope it was well attended, and there was just too much going on. So I need a twin.
That's right.
You need a clone.
I do need a clone.
Several.
I'm probably going to have some issues, but thank goodness for you guys and your videos, because it does help.
You need a mini me.
There you go.
No, it doesn't need many. You need a couple clones, actually.
Yes.
Right.
But busy times, and May is always, we always have budget meetings after the hearings, and of course we have the Region 1 referendum.
I should have about 17 people show up and vote on.
Yeah. How much per vote do we say on that one? And that's.
We should start a pool. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
And people, it's a good
about
illustration. Every so often, I think about just saying to Marshall, "Hey, why don't we just turn off the radio? Like, what if we
I just think
broadcast?"
I would think that you would have no more than 250 voting in the referendum.
Do people even know when it is?
Yeah,
I really believe
a week
it.
from tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's really just
turnout is key.
Yeah, it's a zero budget increase, but still,
it's not because they
allocation.
Took a bunch of money and put it into Pam Vogel's account. I mean, not personal account, but to run the
what is it? Services?
The regional service center part.
That's it.
So but you're right. We should take a pool on how many come out, because it's really, I mean, those poll workers fall asleep there, and it's 12 to 6, and but
and then
show
we can divide
your
by
civic
the
duty,
tax.
get out there and at least vote. So onward and upward.
All right, Ruth, and get those roller skates out. And
oh boy, and my
mittens
for the next couple of days, I understand. Yeah.
And I hope to see you walking past me on Saturdays.
Skating.
So. I hope we'll connect.
All right.
All right, guys. Have a good week.
All right, bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Ruth Epstein from the Republican-American this morning with the Republican-American Report, rap-am.com on the web.